Hello students, welcome to a new session of Maths. We are continuing chapter 8, comparing quantities. Students, you have learned how to convert fractional number into percentage and also decimals to percentage. Now you are going to learn the new topic, parts always added to give a whole. Students, you know when we cut an apple into two parts, each part as fraction we can say 1 upon 2 or half. Each parts make half of the whole thing. And when we add both the parts, half plus half, it will make the whole thing. Or we can say 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 2 gives 1. That is the whole thing. Same way, in percentage also, when we add the parts, it will make 100% or the whole. See, all the parts that form the whole when added together gives the whole or the 100%. For example, if there are 40% of red chips and 60% of blue chips, then what is the total percentage of chips? 40% red chips and 60% blue chips. So 40 plus 60, 100. So total chips we can say it is 100%. And if we know one part of the whole, we can also find out the other part. For example, if 30% of students in a class are boys, then what will be the percent of girls? So total, total students, we can take it as 100%. From 100%, how much boys are there? 30% of boys. So 100% is the total students. 100 minus the percentage of boys, that is 30. 100 minus 30, that is 70%. So there will be 70% of girls in the class. So this way, if we know one part, we can minus the given part from 100 to get the other part. Okay, children, now we will see the next topic. Percentage help us to estimate the parts of an area. See, the question is, what percent of the adjoining figure is shaded? Here, one figure is given. This figure is divided into 3 equal parts, right? And how much part of the figure is shaded? See, one part completely it is shaded, and from the second part, half of the second part is shaded. So we can take it as 1.5. Out of 3 parts, 1.5 is shaded and 1.5 part is not shaded. So you know 1.5 is the half of 3. Total here 3 parts are there. 1.5 part is shaded. That means half part of the total figure is shaded and half part remains unshaded. Is 1 and here half. So 1.5 is unshaded and 1.5 part is shaded. So equal parts are shaded and equal parts are unshaded. So we can take half part of the figure is shaded. Now, how to convert into percentage? Fraction to percentage you have learned. For converting fractional number into percentage, we will multiply it by 100 and give the percentage sign. So, half part into 100. And by factorization method also you can do, or by direct cutting you can do, direct division you can do. 100 will be multiplied with the numerator. 1 into 100 is 100. 100 upon 2. 100 divided by 2 will give 50%. So in the given figure, 50% of the figure is shaded and 50% is unshaded. Now, second figure, what percent of the following figure is shaded? Here, the different fractions are given. Fractions with the different denominators are given, right? Here it is 1 upon 4 and here it is 1 upon 8 and here again it is 1 upon 8. So we have to add the shaded parts. Total shaded parts we can take 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 8 plus 1 upon 8. But here for adding, look at the denominators. All the fractions are having different denominators. So for adding unlike a denominator, what we have to do? This you have learned in 6th standard. For the addition of fractions having different denominators or unlike denominators, we will find the LCM of the denominator. And LCM of 4 and 8 is 8. Now, we will convert the denominators of all the fractions to 8, which is the LCM. So here 1 upon 4 we will multiply it by 2 by 2, right? When we multiply denominator, we have to multiply the numerator also by the same number. So 1 upon 4 we will multiply it to multiply by 2 by 2. And it will give 2 by 8, right? 1 upon 4 into 2 by 2 will give 2 by 8. And other fractions are having the denominator 8. There is no need of multiplying them. So 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 8 plus 1 upon 8 gives 2 by 8 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 8. Now look at these fractions. All the denominators are same. That means we can add them. We will add the numerators. 2 plus 1 plus 1. 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 4. We will get 4 by 8. We don't have to add the denominator. We will add only the numerator and we will give the common denominator. So when we add the numerators, we will get a 4 and denominator will be the same, 8. Now 4 by 8 we can change it to the reduced form. 4 by 8 is equal to 1 by 2. 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8. So we can get the reduced form 1 by 2. Now this 1 by 2 is in fraction. We have to convert it into percentage. For converting fraction into percentage, multiply it by 100. That we have seen in the previous question also. So 1 by 2 into 100%. Here again, always remember this number we will be multiplying by the numerator. We will multiply it by the numerator only. 1 into 100 is 100, 100 by 2. 100 divided by 2, we will get a 50%. So in this figure also, 50% of the figure is shaded and the remaining 50% is unshaded. Okay, children? Now, use of percentage in finding out how many. An example is taken. A survey of 40 children showed that 25% liked playing football. Now, how many children liked playing football? So, in the survey, it is showed that 25% of the children liked playing football. We have to find out how many children liked playing football. So, total how many students are taken for surveying? 40. So, total children surveyed is given 40. A number of children who liked playing, that is 25% of total students. 25% of 40. So 25% first we will write in the fraction form. 25% is equal to 25 upon 100. For removing the percentage sign, we will give the denominator 100. Understood? So 25% will be writing as 25 upon 100 into total number of students. Total students are 40. Here 25 by 100 we can change into the reduced form. 1 by 4. 25 ones are 25 and 25 fours are 100. So we will get a 1 by 4. 1 by 4 into 40. 1 into 40 is 40 divided by 4 and it will give the answer 10. So out of 40 students, 10 children liked playing football. Now, another question. Rahul bought a sweater and saved rupees 200 when a discount of 25% was given. What was the price of the sweater before the discount? See here, Rahul is buying a sweater and when he bought the sweater, he saved 200 rupees which he got as the discount. And this discount is 25% of the original price. Now we have to find out the original price. And we are given that 25% of the original price which he got as the discount is equal to 200 rupees. So 25% of the original price is the discount he got. That is equal to 200 rupees. He got the discount of 200 rupees and it is 25% of the original price. 25% of the original price is 200 rupees. Now, we don't know the original price. So, we will take it as P is the example taken from the textbook. So the same letter I am using, same variable I have taken here as P. And instead of P, you can use any variable. Okay. So let the original price be P or X or Y, any variable you can take it. Now 25% of P is the original price. 25% of P is equal to 200. Now this percentage we will write in fraction. 25% we can write as 25 upon 100 into P. Remember, for O we have to multiply only. 25 upon 100 into P is 200. Here also we can find the reduced form. 25 upon 100 we can write as 1 upon 4. 1 upon 4 into P is 200. Now 1 into P will give P. P by 4 is equal to 200. Now we will do cross multiplication here. See, P is equal to 4 into 200. By cross multiplication we are doing 4 into 200, that is 800. P is 800, that means the original price of the sweater is 800 rupees. 4 into 200 gives 800. Therefore, the original price of the sweater is 800 rupees. Now we will be doing the questions given in exercise 8.2. These questions are very simple. Convert the given fractional numbers to percentage. And only you remember, for converting the fractional number into percentage, multiply it by 100. The given fraction multiply by 100. The first question is 1 upon 8. So 1 upon 8 we will multiply by 100, and also we should give the percentage sign. We will get 1 into 100. This 100 always multiply by the numerator. 1 into 100 is 100. 100 upon 8. On dividing 100 by 8, you will get 12.5. 12.5 percentage. Second question, 5 by 4. Here also same method. For converting fraction into percentage, only multiply by the 100, and 100 should be multiplied with the numerator. So 5 by 4 into 100. 5 into 100 is 500. 500 divided by 4. 500 when you divide by 4, you will get 125. And also give the percentage sign. So 5 by 4 is equal to 125 percentage. Now, next fraction, 2 by 7. Same way we will do 2 by 7 into 100%. 2 into 100 is 200 by 7. And when we divide it, we will get 28 integer 4 by 7. Here in decimal point, we cannot get it completely divided. So we will write the answer as fractionally 28 integer 4 by 7. We will get the answer in mixed fraction. And everywhere, don't forget to give the percentage sign. And in this step also, you have to write the percentage sign. When you multiply by 100, along with the 100, you have to give the percentage sign. The same percentage sign you have to follow in this step and also in the final answer. Now we will see the next question. Convert the given decimal fraction to percentage. Here, decimal fractions are given. How to convert into percentage. First number, 0.65. 0.65, same like a fraction, we will multiply it by 100. And 0.65, now we will write as fraction. And here how many decimal places are there? 2 decimal places are there. So we can write 65 upon 100. As here 2 decimal places are there, we have to write the denominator 100. So 0.65 is equal to 65 upon 100. And for converting into percentage, we will multiply it by 100. This 100 and 100 we can cancel. It will be equal to 65 percentage. Next one is 2.1. 2.1. In fraction we can write 21 upon 10. Why? Here how many decimal places are there? Only 1 decimal place. So we will be writing with the denominator 10. 2.1 can be written as 21 upon 10 into 100. And here 1 0 from the 10, and from the 100 1 0 we can cancel. Then it will be 10 left here. 21 into 10, that is 210 percentage. Next one, 0.02. 0.02 as fraction we can write 2 upon 100. Why 100 taken? Here how many decimal places are there? 2 decimal places. So we will be writing 2 by 100. There is no need of writing 0 to 0 coming in the left side of the number has no value. So we'll write it as 2 by 100. 2 by 100 for converting into percentage again we will be multiplying it by 100. 100 and 100 will be cancelling. What will be left? 2%. Next question is 12.35. Now the question is same type only. 12.35 as fraction we can write 1235 upon 100. Here 2 decimal places, so we will write the denominator 100. And for converting into percentage, we will be multiplying it by 100. 100 and 100 will be cancelling. So it will be equal to 1235%. We will discuss one more question. Estimate what part of the figure is colored and hence find the percent of the colored part. Here, 3 figures are given in textbook. I have taken 2 only. The second one is not taken, that you can do as the homework. Here see, 1/4 part is colored. No, here 1/4 part and 3/4 part is remain uncolored. So how much part of the figure is colored? 1 upon 4. So 1 upon 4 part of the figure is colored. For converting into percentage, 1 upon 4 multiplying it by 100. We'll write 1 into 100, 100 by 4. And on division, you will get a 25%. Second question you see, how many total parts are there? First we will count the colored part. 1, 2, 3 parts are colored out of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total 8 parts are there and 3 parts are colored. So we can write the fraction as 3 by 8. 3 parts out of 8 parts are colored. Now percentage, 3 by 8 into 100. 3 into 100. 300 divided by 8, you will get 37.5%. Children, I hope you have understood the explained part. The remaining part we will be continuing in the next session. Okay.